as much as you read, as the higher your mobile will be. But nowadays, it is so hard to read in our daily busy schedule. We plan to read. We bought the bestsellers books, and we start them for the next generation. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and anyone has a daily busy schedule. After I finish speaking, you will learn an easy technique that changed my life, and it will change yours. And you will find a tremendous amount of time in your daily busy schedule. Have you ever sat with an old man?
No.
Do you remember how wisely he spoke?
Yes.
Imagine yourself sitting with me in one of the oldest houses in Riyadh to visit my father, old Egyptian Mason friend. You would have seen a clean black suit hanging on a rusty nail and cracks all over the walls. And you will hear a dripping water leaking from the broken pipes. And felt the roof will fall on you at any moment. And you will smell the dust from bookshelves. The Mason asked me, "Do you like reading?" I said, "Yes, I love reading, but I don't have time even to scratch my head in King Saud University. I'm studying days and nights to pass the exams." The Mason said, "If you want to excel in your life, you have to read and read and read a lot." I said, "Yes, but I'm still a freshman student. Probably when I graduate, I will have more time to read." The Mason said, "You have a big treasure in your hand, and you want to wait another 4 years to start reading? Do you know that King Saud University has a library of a 6th floor full with the useful books, screaming, 'Please read me, please read me'?" I told him, "Yes, I knew that, but I told you I don't have time." The Mason said, "You are Saudi, you always don't have time because you either smoking shisha, chatting on the internet, or chasing girls in the mall." I said, no, I don't do any of these." The Mason said, "Seems that I'm a little harsh with you because I don't want you to waste your time like I did. I grew up in an Egyptian village, and I only learned to read and write when I was 39 years old." Then the Mason said the statement that changed my life, and it might change yours. "Your waiting time is not a wasting time." I said, hold on. "What do you mean by my waiting time is not a wasting time?" He said, "What are you doing when you go to the bank, to the barber, or even to traditional bakery?" I said, "Waiting my turn." He said, "This is exactly what I'm talking about. When you're waiting your turn, this is called a waiting time. And when you're waiting your turn without doing anything beneficial, this is called a wasting time. And that waiting time translates from minute to hours, and from hours to days per month. If you will follow my proving 5 to 10 minute reading technique on the time you spent waiting, on the bank, on the bakery, or even in the barber, you could read all these books in the shelves. Look at me for instance. While I'm waiting my Mason crew to get up in my pickup car, I read until the last lesson don't end. I am 60 years old now, able to stand in front of any crowd in Riyadh Literature Forum, confident, wearing that clean black suit, and whenever I spoke, everyone would listen to every single word that I say. Do you know why? Because I read, and they don't. I live the message, not really paying much attention to what we say. But shortly, I began to notice how much time that I spent waiting when I went to see any of my university professors. And the more I waited, the more annoyed I became. So I decided to start reading whenever I waited. And do you know what happened? I found my friend, they stopped shutting me up. I said. After 13 years from that incident, you hardly see me without carrying a book whenever I go. And by following that 5 to 10 minute reading technique, I can read one book a month minimum. Let me wrap up this message to you. If you will not read it during your waiting time, waiting the perfect moment to come, probably you will store your bestsellers book for the next generation. And you will feel bored and frustrated and shocked by the number of wasted years. But if you will read during the waiting time, people will try seeing you like a mobile library, craving for your advice and consultation. And you will enjoy looking to the bestsellers book in your home library. And you will surprise yourself by the number of block and the top of block and the top of block and the top of block you built, which will make your empire of knowledge higher, like the Mason. Back to you.
Wow!